Alrighty, folks. Welcome back to another session of our Out of the Abyss campaign. I am your Dungeon Master, Dungeon Mister, joined by our wonderful players today. If you guys want to say hello, you can.
Hello.
And we are down a player at the moment as the entire internet is rebooting for him as we speak. So hopefully he'll pop up here in a little bit. Uh, but let's go ahead and get into a little bit of what happened last time before we talk about what's happening this time. So, last time you guys started off dealing with a pair of moldy quaggoths in these whirling caverns, which proved to be quite a challenge as their mold seemed to spread and infect a number of you quite rapidly. Fungi somehow got sucked into Grimnir's necklace that Weller was wearing to boot, but eventually defeating these creatures and using Dawn's light to burn away any more mold in the area. You took a breather, battered and beaten, laid out your choices. Go back to Gracklestug, all the way through the caves, or pave the way forward in these twisting caverns, hoping to find your quarry. At least you knew the way back, but you didn't quite want to give up just yet. You decided to press ahead. Came to another crossroads, took a turn, came to a large cavern with swirling mesa kind of in the center of it, just kind of reaching up into the darkness of the cave. Whispers of many strange voices could be heard from below, and Rincewind and Dusk decided to sneak up to see what was being said and by whom. Turned out nobody was up there, but voices could be heard from all across Gracklestug, even some of those from the caves within here, possibly in the Darrow district. And it's too much for Dusk to handle in the moment, but Rincewind caught a glimpse of a conversation between two Severfneblin, speaking about some caravan from the surface heading to or from Blingenstone. A glimmer of hope to possibly get up top. But as Dusk was muttering parts of these overheard conversations, uh, couldn't stop. Casmo shouted out, echoing across and down the caverns, asking you to signal to come up. A moment passed, and luckily nothing heard you, or at least you thought. Bringing Dust down to the rest of the group, he was acting particularly strange at the moment, and, well, a creeping jellyfish like creature made itself known to your group. This creature said, in your minds, you could all call it Cappy. But it was hoping you would actually rid these caves of some cultists. Both the Grey Ghost and the Council of Savants, it would seem, were having parts of this, working in tandem but unknowingly together. It also spoke about some obelisk, greater magic that needed to be kept dormant. It talked a lot. It told you a little bit of information here and there. Unsure what to do about this, though, you needed some rest, and it told you one of the outposts of these cultists wasn't too far away. Dwergar outpost. You guys thought maybe you can sneak over, maybe they're friendly and get some rest, or we'll find out. So you headed through a narrow opening. Several of you are small at this moment. You find yourselves with a wooden door about 100 or so feet away, in the darkness beyond, as a sudden swirl breaks out as fungi just kind of appears right
What
next to Weller.
what's going on? I I wasn't here before. What just happened?
And fungi, you would be welcome to the sites of your allies, but there's another with them. A strange jellyfish like creature, about your size, uh, maybe a slightly smaller, with two little eyeballs overhead, kind of tentacles dangling down from his body, kind of arranging colors from blue to green at the moment, with a kind of tannish skin for the most part. Oh, you would hear in your head, "Are you a friend of theirs?"
Yes. Did we make a new friend? Hi there.
Dusk
I'm Fun Guy.
will Dusk will run up to Fun Guy, and he'll sort of take one knee and look at him all concerned, and he'll say, "Hi, friend. Are you okay?"
Well, I think I'm okay, friend. Are you okay?
"Yes, friend. I'm fine. I just want to make sure you're okay, friend."
Thank you, friend.
Yeah, Jasper's gonna look at Fungi. He's not okay. He's been acting strange recently.
Dusk will
What?
then stand up and just sort of walk a short distance away and just sort of stand there.
Seems the best I've ever seen him.
Yeah, he's been saying strange things, like we're gonna die down here and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, he seems like he's got his ups and downs.
There are only downs in the Underdark.
You see?
See? So we got that going for us. And I don't know. I don't know if anyway, this floating eyeball thing here wants us to kill a bunch of stuff. Is that about right?
Oh, I do have 2 eyeballs. I am much more than that. But you can approximate me however you feel.
Well, I mean, they kind of stand out, no pun intended.
Oh, that is just my physiology. Don't let it alarm you.
Oh, I'm not. I'm. Believe me, I'm not. Nothing shocks me down here anymore. But, anyway, wants to kill. Yeah, it wants us to kill a bunch of stuff. So,
No, not more bad guys.
well, I mean, they're cultists, but still.
Or something. They definitely all seem to have some odd goal in mind. I'm not sure what their ultimate plan is, but it can't be good.
And Dusk here seems to be going through a little bit of mania every once in a while, and lets it in ways like channeling you a lot. And then some lows where it's more of like a stare into the abyss kind of thing. And let's see, Casmus, you got anything else? Does that about sum it up?
No, that's about sums it up.
That's where we're at. Oh no, and we have also, I don't know, have you met the world's slowest mushroom?
Oh, yeah.
Rumpadump is slowly catching up. He just kind of glares at you a little bit.
Okay.
I'm as fast as I can be. I try. I'm sorry.
Yep. So we got that, and yeah.
Meanwhile, Turvey is carrying stool at the moment.
Right.
So
Oh,
you guys are okay?
Go ahead.
Right.
Last second.
yeah, we took a little bit of a beating too. Well, when I say we, I mean me and but but you're here now, and that's great. So so we have you, and Wellers should be coming back from taking a leak any second now. I've got Captain Manic Depressive over here. Casmus is we're square, right, Casmus?
Square on
Right.
what?
We're squared away. And
Oh, yeah.
and that's it. So
Well, I'm here. Don't forget about Turvey and Stool.
right. Oh, How can I forget about Turvey and Sewell? Turvey was a trooper in our last fight too.
Yeah,
Absolutely killing it.
got a bit raucous there. Did what I
Yep.
could.
Oh, you did more than enough.
So, so fun guy. What do you think about picking up the trail on Pointy Ears again?
Could look to see if
Strokey.
if we little tracks that we saw before.
Because you are
Well,
not
Look
anywhere
around.
near the area where you were
Yeah,
previously.
we're nowhere near anymore. The thing is we've had to kind of beat feet, and we're a little bit deeper into the forest than we once were. We've gone through a split and a crossroads, and
You guys did already search for tracks in this area, and you did
yep.
find some leading to and from the door ahead of you, about 100 feet out.
Right. Should we go knock on that door? Or blast it open?
Well, I mean, we still have to deal with eye stalks.
We need to rest though. We need to find a place to rest.
Weren't we going to attempt to take one of these outposts so that we could rest behind a door?
Yes.
That was the plan. So do we knock on that door?
I mean, I'm down. Absolutely.
Gasmus would go to the door and knock, see if anyone answers.
But I suggest that we position ourselves to where not whoever opens the door hopefully cannot see all of us.
If you guys want to do
Well,
that, you can all give me a stealth check. It's up to you.
can we ask the flump what's behind the door?
I haven't floated in there. I've been shooed away a few times.
By
These
noise?
cultists. Of course.
Oh. All right.
There is a back way
No, let's just take the front door.
through a patch of mushrooms. Narrow caves as well. As at the moment, Casmus and Dusk and Rincewind are all small. And, and
Right.
Weller at the moment too.
So we're past the little nook, I'm guessing. Is it back?
Yeah.
Right. Probably should go back to these mushrooms.
Well, what if you want to get to another tight space? You never know.
Yeah, but what do you think is gonna happen if we knock on the door and they see someone tiny?
Oh, we're not tiny. We're regular size. You're the same size as me. What's the big deal? I haven't been this size my whole life. No one looks at me funny. I mean, they might, but I don't care.
I mean, I don't know. An elf looking this small would be just weird.
Think you look more like a gnome to me. Well, look at Fungi. He's small all the time.
Right about right. You want me to go knock on the door? I can go say hi.
All right. Do we want you guys to hide?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Hide out of direct view of the door swinging open.
Okay. As soon as you guys are hiding, I'll go knock.
The door is here.
The doors, it's not on this map. I'm not putting you guys on
Oh.
that map right now.
Okay.
But the door's maybe at the moment like 50 or so feet away. And you can see, you kind of get closer and start talking about it. The door is a part of what looks like was probably a double door. It's like kind of curved on one side. Steel reinforced, classic like keyhole kind of thing. Made of Zerkwood, but well reinforced. It's not like an old, shitty door. I mean, it's a door that someone took off of another door and put it here, essentially.
Let's go. So Casper's just gonna knock on the door, see if anyone answers.
Anyone hiding? I want you guys to give me a stealth check.
There he is.
Well, you come back from taking a bathroom break, and your comrades are looking like they're starting to hide around a corner.
Make a
Uh,
Constitution saving throw.
as Casmus is starting to walk up to a door, you see everyone else kind of hiding around corners. If you're here with us. He's not here with us. He's trying. He's trying so hard. We're gonna assume Weller's gonna try to hide too. Casmus, go up and knock on this door. Tell me about this knock, if you don't mind.
I mean, he would knock as loud as he can without really making it too loud. He's not. He's just. I don't really know.
Well, you tell me. Are you banging on the door? Or are you like, hey,
No,
open
no,
up, it's the
he's just-
cops? Or are you just
he's
like normal
he's
knocking?
He's just normal knocking.
Okay.
Shave and a haircut.
Yes.
Yeah. Go and knock on the door. And it's weird. It doesn't make any noise.
Okay.
I think he missed.
But yeah, there's no noise as you knock on the door. Your knock doesn't make any noise. Like you hit it, you felt it, but nothing.
He's gonna do it again, and he's gonna create a minor illusion of a knock to maybe attract attention.
You're gonna try to minor illusion the noise of the knock.
The noise of the knock, yeah.
All right. It makes no noise. Does minor illusion have any verbal components?
No.
Okay, then yeah.
It's a magic gun.
It makes no noise.
What the hell is going?
As you try and say that, like, it's just quiet.
Okay.
We can see him yelling though, right? Or trying to knock on the door.
Yeah, absolutely. As you're all hiding around corners and you see Casmus walk up and knock, but you hear no noise. You see him start to like look like he's casting something, and nothing happens afterwards.
I think Casmus may be mentally disturbed.
Is everything all right up there, friend?
As Casmus, you can't hear them.
Okay. Oh. He would actually walk away from the door
Okay.
and get to them.
Yeah, after you get about 10 or 15 feet away from the door, you can hear noise.
Okay. You tell them this is weird. There's no noise around the door. Just nothing. Like something is preventing it from I think I might be able to open the door from a distance, but nothing can be said near the door. It's weird.
So maybe there's a silence spell.
Possibly.
Okay. So
That
how are you thinking you're going to open the door? By blasting it to bits with those laser bolts that you shoot?
thaumaturgy from a distance. If I'm outside of the range, it could probably open it. But Casmus is gonna cast detect magic, see if there is a silent spell around the door.
Yeah, in fact, the whole area around the door glows with a faint bit of. Is that illusion magic? Yeah,
Silence?
faint bit of illusion magic around it.
Yep, there is. There is a silent spell on the door.
Well, you know there's magic,
Well,
and if you know the silent spell, then yes, you would know it's. What? It's safe to assume at the very least.
I mean, I think you can do a correlation.
Yeah.
So I don't even know if it's unlocked. If it is unlocked, I can try to open it from here. Thaumaturgy, but do we really want to open it if someone put a spell on it?
I mean, when has that ever stopped us?
All right,
So,
let's go.
Dusk. I'm gonna take a risk here. And how do you feel about the situation with the door?
Dusk.
How does Dusk feel?
He's just looking around right now.
No.
Does not respond.
I think the cat's got his tongue.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So,
All right. I mean, you want me to try? It's worth a try.
yeah. And then I'm gonna holler off under the desk and it's like, "Hey Weller, any more than 3 shakes and you're playing with it? Come on, buddy. Chop chop."
So, by staying outside of the range of the door, like 30 feet. So the door is what right now?
30 feet away from you.
Okay, like that 30 feet. So he's gonna use thaumaturgy to try to just slam it open.
Nothing
Be
happens.
careful, friend.
As you can see the door it shakes very lightly, but it remains shut.
It didn't work.
No shit, Sherlock.
One guy wants to go up closer to it and take a look at this old keyhole. How big do we think this kind of like old style keyhole you're describing really is?
I'd say maybe
Could I
like
poke
like an inch.
Like,
Like it's like an inch by like quarter inch.
you think I could? Would if fungi tried to wild shape to a little spider? And I try spinning through it.
I'd say you can certainly
like-
try.
Just double check. Sure, anything else that might help this. All right.
But you also have to go through the mechanisms and stuff. But you can always try.
Was
We do have that lock picking kit we purchased.
Did
We
we?
do, but I think do you know how to use these things? So I ain't got the foggiest.
Neither do I.
Well, I don't think any of us are proficient, but some of us do have decent instincts.
Okay.
I mean, I've got a good sleight of hand, but never lockpick anything.
You have a
Well.
pretty good sleight of hand.
I mean, here you go. I'm just kind of like shove him into his hand. Good luck.
All right. I guess I can try to unlock it, lockpick it, but no guarantees. Like I said, I've never used these things.
Where you start, I put a hand on his shoulder. I say, "May Zerthimon guide you," and I'm gonna cast guidance.
As you see a little swirl of magic surround Casmus for a brief moment.
And he's gonna go and try to lock the door.
All right, give me a sleight of hand check. With a nat 20. Go and roll that d4. Let's see how high we can get this thing. Just for funsies.
In other words, the DC is a 24 is what he's telling you.
No, I'm just curious. No, the DC, this is not that complicated of a lock. And Casmus, you've heard of people doing this before. You've always used keys or broken down doors or knocked or what have you. And you've maybe have seen someone do this before. And like, it can't be that hard. So you just kind of like stick the lockpick in and kind of move it around. You stick another one in and just kind of do a quick little spin with it as you start to hear the tumblers click as the door... Actually, you don't hear the tumblers click. You feel them click, though, as the door becomes unlocked. Like, super easy for you. Like, yeah, I don't know what all the fuss is about.
Yeah, when all of a sleight of hand is coming from those little money trick that you see on the streets.
Yeah.
All right. So he's just gonna slowly open the door a little bit to see what's inside.
All right. What's everyone else doing at this time? As you see Casmus playing around with it for a second and then just pops the door right open a little bit.
I don't think it was locked after all.
You guys still watching from your hidden positions?
Yes.
Well, yeah.
All right.
I mean,
Casmus, as you kind of peek through this doorway, you can see a hallway that gets wider. Or less of a hallway, more of a cavern. Pitch black beyond. But you do see a faint bit of... Let me double check here. Almost a glimmer of light coming from two different directions ahead of you. As you are in total darkness at the moment.
He's gonna close the door back, get away from it. Well, this was actually easier than I thought.
I will pat him on the shoulder and I'll say, "Good job, official party lockpicker," and keep on walking.
I can keep the lock if you want me to. There's a long corridor behind that door. There's a little bit of light at the end of a really dark tunnel.
Looks like it goes up maybe 60 or so feet, and then it splits in two directions. One is a narrower pathway to the north, and the other is a wider, maybe 10-foot wide pathway to the east.
So, we go in? Who wants to lead the way?
I'll go.
All right, I'm right behind you.
Keep fungi close.
Because fungi, it is pitch black in there.
Yeah, I'll stay as close as I can to the guys.
I mean, I'm going to go ahead and cast a first level spell slot and grant him Eyes of Night one more time.
All right. As fungi, you get wonderful vision.
And then and then we'll I guess I'll start leading the way down the corridor. Very carefully looking for any kind of obvious trap or tripwire or something that might, kill me in some horrible fashion.
Kirby will put down stool and like, all right, you guys stay here. We're gonna go check this out. Is everybody going?
I mean,
Yeah.
Asmus were right behind Rincewood.
Everybody's sneaking.
Yeah.
I would say so, yes.
So I would like everyone
Alright.
to give me a stealth check.
I'll cast a
I
passive action
ain't stuff. Okay.
for the party.
Okay.
Looks like a 16.
Fair enough. I'm gonna bring you guys to a little map. As you enter the space here, this very dark space ahead of you. Weller's still taking a leak. But yeah, you would see a little bit of light to the east, and a little low light to the east, and some what looks like actual torchlight to the north.
Let's go to the east, I guess.
As you guys are all walking in pitch darkness at this moment.
But we can see like the flicker of the torches.
Yeah, you can see
off
the
to
flicker of the torches
north.
to the north, and over here you just kind of see some. Over here you see a little bit of glowing, similar to glowing you've seen previously.
At the forges or from the
From
glow stuff?
natural stuff. The phosphorescence and the swirly bits. How do you proceed?
All right. Well, we know that there's signs of life to the north. Should we go there?
I mean, there's also to the east down there.
There is, but that's just, it doesn't look like up here. It looks like there's actually maybe some sort of other people or something. We could see if maybe Droki is holed up there, but if we keep going east, then maybe we just keep going
Yeah.
deeper into the forest.
Yeah, but we just unlocked a locked door, and you
Uh-huh.
just want to go where people are.
Well,
And
I'm trying to
announce
get the hell
ourselves?
out of the forest.
Well,
Well, I'm not saying
Wasn't our
that. I'm just
goal
saying that.
to take this outpost?
Yeah, I'm just saying that we see who's there. And I mean, we're already kind of sneaking. I'm kind of raising my voice a little bit as we're sneaking, but I'm not saying that we're like, howdy, how y'all doing?
You're just poking
When
your
we
head
get
in.
up there, right?
Why?
I'm just saying, let's see if there's any kind of sign of A, what we're looking for, or B, maybe somebody who can point the way. It seems east looks like more of the same of what we've been doing.
Lead the way. Let's go up north.
Let's go.
All right. So as you kind of creep around the corner to the north, you would see that this area surprisingly clean and orderly. Split into 2 levels, actually. Connected by a ramp made of Zerkwood planks. Upper level looks to be contain a fully furnished laboratory, while the lower level, you can kind of make out what looks to be some bedding. You can't quite see the lower level as well, but also as you're kind of peeking in to the east, you do see a large pit with varied and many funguses within, all kind of like little swirling together. And you see what looks to be a large mechanical device. Currently spraying some water onto the fungus.
Seems like we found our place to rest. Let's see if there's anyone inside.
Yeah.
You would note, in here you hear sounds of glass clinking and some mumbling within.
There's someone inside.
Would we be able to distinguish the mumbling?
Not right now, no. It's mumbling. It's more like...
Right. Should we get closer to hear what they're
Hello,
saying?
boys.
As
Hey.
Weller, go and give me a stealth check.
Oh shit! No. Hang on, I gotta pull my character sheet up.
As from behind you hear Weller say, "Hello, boys."
No, I whispered it. If that helps.
So loud. Echoes throughout the cave. Alright, yeah, you're sneakier than Casmus.
Not terrible.
Yeah, you're good. Also passed without trace.
Neener.
Would not be on you because you weren't around when it was cast.
Oh.
But,
Welcome back, friend.
yep.
Oh, this again. We're still dealing with him, huh?
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
we are.
the exact same thing since you last left and took a leak for the last 20 minutes.
I have an enlarged prostate. Let's not talk about it.
Well, okay. Should get that checked though. Keep your PSAs low. All right, moving forward. So there's signs of life, in this little cavern right up here, and we're debating about whether we sneak ourselves in or just go fully in right now. We're out of the other tunnel, and we're looking for a place to hole up for a little bit. And Dusk is still riding a wave of emotions.
And you hear sounds of grumbling to the north. I would actually say you would also hear sounds of light talking to the east as well. And containers clinking northward.
And we're kind of in the heart of trying to take a guard post. So,
Are we trying to take it, or are we just trying to convince them that we're friendly? This is the
I mean,
Dwergar outpost, right?
Weller, we may or may not have lockpicked the door to get in. There was a silent spell at the door. I may or may not have lockpicked the door to be able to get in. So it's not gonna go well if we just announce ourselves and ask,
I may or
"Oh,
may-
can we?"
What if we walk up like we belong here and announce ourselves as if we're offended that the door was locked, given that we have these badges?
And
surely
we
these
don't care about
outposts-
our badges.
Are we thinking that these outposts have been established by Dwergar from Gracklestug from, if not the Stone's Guard, at least members of Gracklestug, that maybe they're looking out for the similar things that we are?
Well, we were under the assumption these were cultists.
Yeah.
And I don't think cultists and the authorities typically get along too well.
What makes us think that they're cultists again? Because I know we talked to the thing.
Because Cappy said
Well-
so.
Yeah. So Cappy confirmed that the Dorgar are cultists as well?
That's what he said.
Okay. I had a misunderstanding then.
Well, that's the term he used, was cultist. Not that they're in a cult, but you never know. That's what he said.
I think we just poke a head in and see how many people are actually in there. It's just one. What can one guy do?
You
Well-
volunteering?
Yeah, I can poke my head in. I'm nice and
Well,
small. I
And
can
to
try
your
and
point,
stay high.
maybe the badge still has some sway with them, even if they are a cultist. It's gonna go one of two ways.
I'm sure everything will work out nice.
That's way one.
One guy's gonna start just walking up very slowly, cautiously, just to poke his head around and see if there's how many people are actually in here.
Yeah, as you poke your head around, you can see what looks to be a Dwergar messing around with some vials and muttering to himself and smelling a couple. No, that don't work. Oh, do it like this. Kind of like looking at him above. He seems preoccupied at the moment. Kind of like dark, thick leather and like a dark, thick leather apron over top of some scale mail.
And while he's preoccupied, I'm just gonna step just a little bit more just to see if there's anybody else along the other side.
Going
can from here.
into the light.
No, I'm not gonna go any further than I am right now. From this vantage point, could I see if there's anybody else around? These stairs, these looking up or down?
They go down.
Yeah,
And
like
you,
from this
and you can
vantage
you
point.
can see like a bunk down there.
Okay. And then I'll head back. There's just one guy. He seems really busy. Like.
What about
Thinking
the
we-
east? We heard voices from the east too.
Witchies from up there, from inside and to the right, or back
Yes,
that other
we
direction?
point down there, the mushrooms.
Well, I didn't go look that way.
Yeah, but I'm asking if you want to go to look or if we send someone else.
I can look. I don't mind. More mushrooms. My friends. I'll start sneaking along that way too.
Be careful, friend.
I got it, buddy.
Creeping
I'm gonna
along.
look out into.
Don't call me buddy, pal.
Give me a perception check. A 22. You can see a Dwergar within here kind of turning this, looks to be a large sprayer. Actually, I'll go and describe this whole room for you. The smell of rot pretty strong in this room, coming from the large depression in the center. Dozens of fungi, many species growing. You do see the barrel-shaped copper tank kind of sitting at the edge of the pit. Attached to it, tall copper pipe that kind of arcs over it. You do see some crates lining the north wall in here a little bit. and within you would see 3 Dwergar. One of them looks to be on the south, kind of inspecting the pit within, while the 2 on the north seem to be working the sprinkler tank.
From where I am, can I identify any of the fungi that are in the pit?
You name it, it's down there.
Okay. I'll take that. I'll just head right back. There's several more over that direction. It looks like they're trying to cultivate more mushrooms, all different kinds.
How many?
One,
Was there anything else in that room other than the fella?
in the room, or the one up to the top.
No. Was there anything else in the room? Like, would we be
All I
able
was
to
really
tell?
looking for was other people. I only saw
Well,
no,
yes.
it was just one.
But would we be able to tell how many people live here?
I saw a bunk. I saw a bed down to the right. Didn't see anybody sleeping in it though.
You know, at the count. How many beds were there? Said
From
one
my
bunk.
You saw 1.
from where from where I was, I just saw the one. I couldn't tell if there was there could have been more, but I didn't want to try pressing my luck yet, going any further without you guys.
Our best bet. If there's 3 down there, and we don't want them to do anything, our best bet would probably be to use this little passage as a choke point.
We'll probably quiet that other guy before he even notices us, if we have to.
Why are we worried about the Dwergar?
I don't
Because
know.
we literally, what's the word? Burglarized in their home.
Broken entered.
Yeah.
You haven't burglarized
broken
yet.
into- Yet.
Well, we've entered a premises with an intention of possibly doing something illegal.
But
We're
Yeah,
very
broken
legal.
entered.
I
But
mean, we
we
tried
have
knocking,
a-
but they put out the no solicitor sign, it seems like.
But we have a badge that allows us free reign.
Right, but we don't think that they are. We think they're cultists. Or we are under the assumption that they are cultists. And we
Only
are
one way to find out.
So we
All right,
murder
all right.
/ question them.
No, so you're
Well-
saying we should try to use the badge?
I can question
I'm-
them if you want me to.
I'm saying we don't have time to waste.
All right. And Cass get his badge out, and you want us to use this badge, or the gift against the other one. That one. Which one? We got 2 of them.
I mean, it doesn't matter. Just as long
Well-
as we're on the same page.
We have the one from the Stones Guard, and we have the one from
Temperature.
Smith. Yeah.
Flame speakers.
The Flame
Right.
Speaker.
Or the
Mhm.
flame keepers. Sorry.
The Flame Speaker Keepers. The Trapper Keepers.
Well, there's the stone
Flame
speakers.
Trapper Keepers.
But yeah.
All right.
So which do we think they'd be more intimidated by?
Probably
Here's
flame
the thing.
speakers.
The
Let's hit 'em
Stones
with the
Guard.
old one, too.
Well, that's fair. The Stones
We
Guard.
got this, and we got this, too, bitch. Boom. And nail them both.
If we flash the badge that we got from the Stones Guard, and they are not impressed, we know that they are not planning or loyal to Gracklestug, because it seems like the Stones Guard have that pretty much on lockdown.
If we use the flame keepers, then they don't do anything. Don't the Flame Keepers all answer to the king or something? Even though Temperature thinks they work for him.
Or like y'all said, we just go with the old one too.
It's a joint task force.
Yeah,
Right.
JTF. Let's go.
Okay, all right. Let's go. Let's get which badge would you?
But hey,
would
should
you
we
use?
all agree that if we do have to fight them, we at least knock one of them out and don't kill one?
Oh no, definitely, definitely.
I definitely agree. We should try to do that.
All right.
Say if we knock one of them out, we should knock out the guy up that is already up here. He's the one looking like all sciencey or something. He's working with some stuff, getting all flustered.
Yeah, but he sounded kind of crazy.
I've been taking that as par for the course around here lately.
Fair.
So let's
What?
flash. Let's flash the Stone Guard badge.
Yeah,
The flames. All right, let's go.
give it a shot. Let's go.
That's supposed to go in front with the Stone Guard badge ready
Okay.
to.
Dusk is going to stay right where his token currently is.
Okay.
And he's going to kind of press himself against the wall so he can keep an eye on traffic from the cave to the east.
Turvey will do the same, just from a little further back. While the rest of you guys march forward northward.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is this where the guys are? I'm sorry.
This is where
There's
the
one.
guy who's making alchemical stuff. There's a
Gotcha,
huge. This is a large alchemy lab, essentially.
Okay, before we proceed any further where Casmus is, can we like check for traps or booby traps or
Fungi did
Traps
walk
or-
a little bit further than that point.
trap music or just any
No,
sort of trap?
Fun
You
Guy
can cer-
walked
you
all
can-
the way.
He walked up to here. But if you want to look for traps, you certainly can. Give me a perception check.
Perception.
Looks clear.
Not so good, not so bad.
Let's go.
All right, Casmus, go ahead.
As you, as a group, kind of walk forward, Casmus leading it into plain view of this Duergar. I don't know how you guys are actually walking in there, but can I help you? You seem to have misplaced your foot.
Yeah, would show the badge. No, we're actually down there on official business.
Which badge is he showing him?
The Stone Guard.
Oh, I didn't realize we had the Stone Guard here. Wonderful for you to have joined us. As he exclaims pretty loudly.
Right.
How
wondering-
can we be of assistance for the
Wondering if
Stone
we-
Guard?
Can I immediately scope out this room and see if there's any other entrances?
Like moving into it and looking around?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I don't like when you're
And-
affirmative.
As you kind of saunter
Right.
in, you would notice that there is another door to the south, with a little kind of peephole, dwarf height.
Fantastic. Can I move up here kind of into cover? Just like nonchalantly.
Nonchalantly
like, just as
run to
they-
some cover.
Well, no, like as they're talking, I just kind of like sashay over, like we're entering the room, talking to him, you know.
He kind of puts down one of the vials, and Dust, give me a perception check. Nice.
Can I immediately insight check and be like, it sounds like he's calling for help kind of a thing?
Absolutely, give me an insight check. But you haven't answered my question. What are you doing here? How can we be of assistance?
I was
We
going to say, can I
were
help
wondering.
him?
We
But
were
I was
wondering
ready
if
to
we
get
if we
his
could.
word out.
We need a place to get some rest.
Oh, of course, the Stone Guard are always welcome to take a rest here. So far away from the city of Gracklestug.
Can I assist, fun guy? I
you
was
can
letting
make
you talk.
you can make your own.
Okay.
I would
Insight.
say no. You're busy scoping the place out. Cause you're so no insight for you because you're looking around at the place.
Oh, I still got. Lila, can I actually throw onto it? I forgot I have a third knowledge from past life now. Can I add one more?
You can certainly
Okay.
try. You kind of remember an odd story about liars, but you don't remember how it ended or even started. But there's something there. It's just on the tip of your mind, but it doesn't seem relevant in the moment. So, friends, Stoneguard, you wish to sleep here for the night? We have a couple of bunks, nothing major, just trying to work on some deliveries for to get up to the market tomorrow.
What kind of deliveries? Just curious.
Just regular alchemical goods, sleeping aids and a little bit of fire starters for the forges, of course, because they are quite important.
The fire starters for the forges.
Right, for
Okay.
when Timberchild is not around. He can't be everywhere at once, so you need to make sure that a little helpful to keep the forge going so it doesn't go out. I specialize in these sort of things.
I see. And where do you think Timberchard goes?
To the forges and probably back to his cave.
Hmm. Okay.
How are you members of the Stone Guard if you are, well, not dwarven? If you don't mind me asking, I mean no offense, but it's very odd circumstances.
Well,
It's exactly that. It's a long story, but it's
nobody
exactly
expects
that.
the Spanish Inquisition.
An inquisition, interesting.
Sometimes they feel, I think, maybe that they need to bring in outside operators.
Oh, I can understand this. Outside help can sometimes help you see what's on the inside, no?
Exactly.
I totally understand. What brings you down here? Just looking for some place to rest? You're pretty far away from Gracklestug.
No, we're actually chasing someone in particular,
Oh, maybe I can
and we.
help. I am a little familiar with these environs. I don't like to get out too much. Things get a little crazy down here. You
We may have
don't
gotten
like it.
lost at the same time, so
Oh,
probably
you
the
are
reason why we're down
lost.
here.
So far away. That is unfortunate. Who were you looking for?
That's supposed to look at Rincewind, like just that look is like asking, should we tell him who we're looking for exactly?
If I can
I
help,
guess
I
I'm gonna
will.
give you the eyebrow waggle of, well, you got us this deep, you might as well go all the way.
Right. We just nod. Right. Sorry. We're looking for a those I forgot what they're called. Those crazies. And he's wearing a
Yes, the
2 pointed hat.
crazies. I am well aware of the crazies. Don't want anything to do with them, because they are crazy. I
Yeah, but
wouldn't know any of them.
Okay, because one in particular is wearing a 2 pointed hat. He's
A
being seen down
peculiar
there.
one. Interesting. I will keep an eye out for you. But if you are looking to sleep, down there are a couple of bunks. Near the storeroom. But feel free to take a rest. I just have to finish up some of my work. I hope you do not mind.
What exactly is it that you're working on?
Oh, as I said before, some tinctures to help some sleep and, as well as some, helpful fires, keeping the fires going of the forges, a little bit of metal binding as well.
While he's talking, Fungi's just going to start, quote unquote, casually walking through, and I'm keeping a careful eye out for anything egg shaped in this room. Thinking if he's,
You would notice
worried
plenty of powders, vials, a lot of like half-made stuff, some fully made, like potions kind of separated out. This is the most elaborate alchemist lab any of you have ever seen.
So a meth lab.
Essentially. Can I help you, little fungus person? You are an odd one indeed.
Oh no, I was just admiring all your work here. It seems like a very nice setup for, sleeping tinctures and
Oh yes,
Things to make
everything I could ever need. It has been a curse and a blessing to supply those in need. Oh, they pay good coin too.
How exactly do you find yourself down here with these supplies?
Well, they got delivered, of course.
Delivered
By
by
who?
whom?
My co-workers who help me, certain strange mushrooms grow down here, which are great for ingredients. So most of the ingredients come from down here. The vials and all of that was bought up in the market, of course, the bazaar.
How many co-workers do you have with you currently?
Only a couple. I'm pretty short-staffed recently. It is a shame.
Hey, Casmus,
Yes.
you want to come down to this door down here?
Sure.
Just keep an eye on it.
Oh, that is just a storeroom. There's nothing to worry about there.
No, that's fine. But you said this is where the beds are, right?
Yeah, the beds are right downstairs, yes.
Right. Yeah. He's gonna set up our bedding for us. Hey, Rincewind.
Give me a deception check.
I'm not being
Yo.
deceiving. I'm being totally honest. Fuck me. I'm being very deceiving. You caught me.
Oh, no, the beds are all made. You don't have to worry about it at all.
Oh, okay. All right. Rincewind, just hang out there in that hallway a bit.
Excuse me, little mushroom person. All of these are very volatile. As is Weller running up towards him?
No. I'm just walking. I'm casually just walking.
I would say as you start to casually walk over, he casually flings a vial in between all of you guys.
Flinging a vial doesn't seem very casual.
No, it's pretty quick. That vial that he wouldn't put down, as it explodes into a gas all around you guys.
Well, Casmus
And we're gonna roll
should be in it,
initiative.
because Casmus said okay to going down to the door.
But then he said, don't worry about it. We're gonna roll some initiative here. As Weller, Patchworks is giving you the one buff for this battle. So
Thank you,
mark
baby.
that off.
Appreciate you, Patch.
As I've got.
Oh, that's bless. There we go. There's the one buff.
Same thing. So with that, initiative. Let's do. Do you guys want nerves? Let's do nerves. See what that's like.
That sounds good.
I think you have overstayed your welcome. Rincewind, you are up first. What does Rincewind do?
Measuring right now. Give me a second.
So much measuring.
How much measuring? A lot.
I said so much measuring.
Oh yeah, there has been a lot.
All of the measuring.
Hey, we don't have good shrooms anymore, right? Those are gone.
Everyone is small at the moment.
We got one more shroom to grow back to normal size.
No, I was saying good shrooms from Fungi. We
No.
have those anymore. I think I had those from like 3 sessions ago.
Yeah. What was the last time we took a long rest? Assuming it's,
Short rest.
I think the last time we did this, I gave you guys each like 4, except
Okay.
for.
I think you gave me 2.
No, I gave 2 to me and Dusk. But I had a bunch of spells, so I gave the rest of them like 4 apiece. I think I used.
Well, that's
One.
this is up to you guys to keep control of. If you can't keep up with them,
How
we're gonna
long do
say
they
you have
last?
none. They last 24 hours, and I don't know how many you guys have used.
I had 2 on my sheet, but I'm giving them up because I think they were 2 from like 2 sessions ago.
If you
I
have,
still have 1. I used 1 last session, so I've been tracking it.
I still got mine too.
I have 2.
I'm giving mine up because I didn't track mine, so I'm being fair.
Anyway, I'm
Vincent,
gonna
what you
cast. I'm gonna say a prayer, and I'm gonna cast Bless at a 2nd level, and that's gonna catch myself, Weller, Casmus, and Dusk are all within range, so they are all blessed, and myself. And then I am going to switch back off the measure tool and step back here by Dusk and say,
as you step away
Uh,
from that position,
yay.
a Dwergar smashes out at you.
Wonderful.
With a war pick. Getting a 16 to hit?
That misses, fortunately.
Alright.
Do I have to disengage him now too?
No, you
Or
were.
is
That,
that
was his
disengage?
opportunity attack.
Okay. I'm gonna step back and be like, whoa, look out for that dude. And go Turvy, sick. And end my turn.
I forgot to roll initiative for Turvy. Did you roll initiative for Turvy?
I did not.
Roll some initiative for Turvy.
Okay. Hold on.
That will take us to Weller. Weller, at the start of your turn, I need a Constitution save.
Do you?
I do.
Yeah. Whoop, that's Dex, sorry. I was 1 above it.
Well, it's still a 16. Oh yeah, you rolled a 16. You get +6. That's a 22. This stinks something awful here. Oh, so just click on Turvy's name in that character sheet. Weller, it smells, but you're dealing with it. Essentially, kind of like tear gas he just threw.
Moving up.
Oh wait, why did I have Rincewind go first?
No, that's
I don't think I
Turby's.
Controlling Turvy.
Oh, was that Turvy?
Oh,
Or was Rincewind a
Turvy.
14 Turvy.
Turvy got a 14. You had.
Yeah.
I got you. I'll fix it.
Yeah.
Anyways, as you were.
Weller moves up. Weller's real pissed. Weller strikes out with his glaive.
All right, classic.
Hey, man.
It's a classic. There's nothing wrong with the
It
classics.
is a classic. Let me see where we're at. We took a short rest. Make sure all my shit is good to go. I get all that back because we're not playing by the new rules yet. So, yes.
Getting a 10 to hit.
Ooh, why does that look weird on mine? But I can... Can I re-roll the 2 for great weapons handling? Or is that on damage?
Only on damage.
Only on damage. 10 to hit. I'll expend a superiority die and do precision.
All right, let's see if that works. 18 does hit.
Nice.
As it kind of hits into his scale mode, you just press a little further as you hear the squelching of blood spurting out his side.
Now, can I say ahead of time to you that I'm going to go ham on this guy, but I do not want to kill him.
You can say that. Non-lethal damage is A-OK
Okay.
for melee attacks.
All right.
For 7 points of slashing damage, you kind of slash into his side, kind of cuts into his midsection there.
And we're going to do an extra attack.
All right. Yeah, 26 will hit. Oh yeah, don't forget the
And-
1 buff for damage as well.
Does it not auto add?
No, it's just for
Oh,
what you
no,
have
it
clicked
doesn't.
just does attacks. But yeah, you're good.
Okay.
And you're blessed.
Oh, I am blessed. Whoops.
So all that stuff. So actually that could have been a 14 to hit, but neither here nor there. You hit. So
And
many
because
modifiers.
This is an extra attack. I can use another superiority die.
It is a
right?
different attack than your first attack. So yes, you can.
Fantastic. All right, I'm going to do menacing attack. So I will roll the damage and then the superiority die. If that appeases the DM,
It does.
fantastic.
For 18 points of damage. As he is looking rough. Let's see if he is frightened. Wisdom save. As he's cowering down. He is indeed frightened of you.
Action surge.
Yeah?
Again, non-lethal. Not trying to kill the guy.
Alright, alright. That's definitely gonna hit. As he's just cowering down. Wait, what are you doing?
Well, and that would have given me advantage anyway, right? But it doesn't matter because that's a hit.
You can see if you crit. I don't care.
Nah.
No,
All right.
you do not crit. But you hit him.
Fantastic. All right. So I'm gonna hit play.
For 13 more points of damages, you just bonk him on the side of his head. Roll me a d10, please.
Yep.
Okay. As he nearly bumps into the table full of supplies, luckily he doesn't knock anything over. As he does.
Were you going to kill him?
It
Is
was
he gonna
good.
bump into the table and die?
Or cause a big explosion because of all these alchemical supplies here. But he is knocked out. I wish I could put a different colored X on him.
So instead, you just put all the status effects on it.
I was just seeing what it would look like
I love that.
as he just passes out. We'll do blue.
Weller looks back at the group and goes, I didn't kill him, so we can question him. But there's a big
What?
cloud.
What do we do with the next ones?
Anything else for Weller?
That's going to be it.
All right, that will take us to dusk.
All right. I have a theory, but let's find out. Um, move out from my little hidey space
All right.
and go for the rear of this guy.
As you move out from your hiding space, a Dwergard does make itself known
Okay.
as it lashes out at you.
Guys must have some hella perception.
I know. Well, you rolled like a 9 or something?
Well, but with pass without trace.
Oh, these guys,
I
yeah.
actually rolled. Yeah, I actually rolled a 26 originally.
But you weren't within Fungi's range anymore either. So that's fair. So he would be hiding here then. So as you get to there,
Okay.
that's when he'll attack. Getting a 16 to hit.
Yeah, that does miss.
All right. You hear a big whoosh behind you as there's a dwarf there.
I will go ahead and strike my original target
All right.
with an unarmed strike.
An 11 misses as he quickly deflects it with a shield. You'll never get out of here alive.
I'll go ahead and strike him again.
All right. Getting a 30 to hit for sure. Dealing 11 points of bludgeoning damage as you just like kind of judo chop his neck. And then go for the classic stunning strike.
My DC is 15.
You got a 13. As you just judo chop his neck, he's like, oh, what did you do to me? As he is stunned. Yes.
I didn't clearly say this, so you can certainly say no. I intended that to be my bonus action.
Sure, I don't care.
So I'll pivot around and do an unarmed strike on the other one.
All right. 13 is going to be a miss.
All right. And
Why was that important for the second one to be the bonus action?
because I was going to attempt to stun that one as well.
Oh, I gotcha. I gotcha. Fair enough. That'll take us to Turvy. What's Turvy doing? Rincewind.
Turvy is gonna run right up to or beside Dusk. If
Okay.
I can move there, right there. And let's see. Turvy has daggers.
He's got dagger. He's got a short sword.
Oh, yeah, he's gonna take a swing with his short sword.
He can actually take 2 swings with his short sword, or 1 with
Very
his
nice.
crossbow. First attack is going to be a miss as it clinks onto the side of this dwarf's armor.
So he'd be like, "Oi, I'm gonna try it again." Then he's gonna swing again.
13 misses again as he just kind of shoves Turvy back.
Oi, stop picking on us little fella.
Fair enough.
And he'll, I guess he'll end his turn there.
I totally forgot this. I'm going to remember this turn. The rest of it, though. Everyone has minus D4 damage at the moment because you're small.
All right.
Oh, small.
Everybody's small. Everyone except for Turvy. Or except for Turvy. Except for Turvy and Fungi. Which will take us to surprise guest number 1. Well, number 3 at this point.
3.
As From beside you, Weller, a blade of forceful energy strikes out towards you. Getting an 18 to hit. Didn't mean to roll twice. Does an 18 hit Weller? I believe so.
Yeah.
As Weller, you take 9 points of force damage. Actually, you take 12 points of force damage.
All right. Did I say something wrong? Are you gonna keep upping it? Sorry.
No, you're good. And then he's going to. Oh, he should have done that first. He'll do it now. It doesn't matter. He'll get real big. Which will end his turn.
Well, surely he knocked over whatever was on that table.
Yeah, he's a medium big. He gets 9 foot tall instead of, or he gets like 8 foot tall. But he's wide. Does he not go? Yeah, that table's fine. That will end his turn.
Before his turn ends, since he's in range, can I hit him with the Hail of Sports?
Absolutely, using your reaction.
Yeah, still on 15. Whatever. How many range? There they are. Yeah, 16 Constitution save.
You got a 14.
So you can take.
Oh,
4 points necrotic.
He's gonna take 4 points of necrotic damage. That'll take us to Casmus. Casmus, start of your turn. I need a con save. Ooh, close. Yeah, it stinks something awful in here. What are you doing?
First, he's gonna move out of the cloud
All right.
at the edge. Would taking the mushroom to grow back be an action, or
Yes. They are not potions. It's an edible. You have to eat it. Like a good berry.
right? So he's gonna try to do all this blast at the one that got big.
All right. 26 will absolutely hit him.
That's the first one.
Taking 8 points of force damage. He's kind of pushed into the wall there.
And another one.
Nat 20 for 32 total. Yes. For 11 more points of force damage. This dwarf is looking quite haggard. As Casmus, you shoot out. The last Dwergar. Maybe. Is going to swing against you, getting a 22 to hit.
It hits, and yeah.
As you take 4 points of piercing damage. And Casmus, the rest of your turn is yours. If anything else.
No, I use my.
Alright, that will take
Yeah,
us to
sure.
the unconscious alchemist and the Dwergar themselves.
Actually, I think my initiative didn't make it to the.
That's right, 'cause you D&D Beyond stuff. What was your initiative?
Tried opening up the roll 20 thing and it just wasn't loading, so I had to fail over. I tried to roll initiative from roll 20.
What did you roll?
A 5.
Okay,
I know that's fine.
fair enough. So you do go before all them. Start of your turn. Give me a con save at advantage. Because poison. You are good.
Bonus action Shillelagh. And I'm just going to take a immediate attack at Bigums here.
All right. 25 definitely hits. For 14 points of damage as he's trying to rear his psychic, or, soul blade back to strike against Weller again after he's all big and just about to slam down. You just come up and just stick your stick right into his stomach as he falls down very anticlimactically.
And I will scurry. Yes, plenty of room. Over towards the rest of the combat.
All right.
And then
That will take us to the other Dwergar. This guy is stunned. This guy is going to go big. This guy is going to go big. And this guy is going to swing out against... Hey, he's got random. Low, gonna go for Turvy. Getting an 11 to hit Turvy as this giant pick just comes slamming down into the ground. Stay still, you little piece of shit.
He's like, "Oi! That almost hit me, mate."
The other Dwergar up here is also going to slam down his pick towards Casmus. Getting a 19 to hit.
It hits, and I'm gonna use. I don't remember if I used a wait for the deck, but I'm gonna use a spell slot.
You did use it today already.
Yeah, so I'm gonna use a spell slot to do that.
All right, you take 7 points of piercing damage. As this Dwergar needs to make a dex save. Getting a nat 20. Still roll me 2d10 fire. You're still going to take half. And actually, I forgot this for Rincewind earlier. But roll me a d20, Casmus. As he'll take 4 points of damage. Alrighty then. Thus ending the Dwergar's turn.
I'm gonna do it one more time. I forgot. This is in range now that he's big. Can I hit him? And my turn back. Can I hit him with Hail of Spores?
Absolutely.
For another 16 con.
He got a 19.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think I did.
As the cloud grows bigger. Top of the round. Rincewind.
I'm going to... Rincewind's going to go ahead and eat his mushroom to get himself big again.
All
takes
right.
an action.
That is
throw,
an
right?
action, yes.
Okay. And in... Let's see. I guess he's just going to keep, like... out of the way over here and end his turn.
All right.
Yep.
Weller, start of your turn. Con save. All right. Yeah, it's just kind of stinging your eyes a little bit. You're fine. You've dealt with worse.
It's like fart spray, right?
It's more like tear gas, kind of,
Okay.
slash vomit gas.
Yes.
Well, if you fail, you'll
Is-
find out what happens.
I
Is-
don't know. Yeah,
all
I'll
right,
find
well,
out.
that doesn't sound inviting. Is there a possibility that I can move this guy back over here? Would that be an action or a bonus action? And
You can move
also-
at half speed when carrying someone, so
Oh, okay, well,
take
that's
that
not too far.
information what you will. And there's no like high stakes to drag this guy out of any area. Like, it's not like someone's gonna attack you, so there's no check necessary or anything like that.
Okay, then yeah, if I could, I would want to position him like him here and maybe me here.
Yeah, you can scoot him back.
And then for my action, take my get big berry.
All right. It's a mushroom, but yeah,
Oh yeah.
as Weller gets
I was thinking
gets
of the
normal
good berries.
size. Yeah, fair enough. I'll take us to Dusk. This guy next to you is stunned. There's a big guy over here too, and up there. But what are you doing?
Let's try to drop the stun guy.
All right. Attacks
We'll
at
go-
advantage.
Go ahead and spin kicking.
Whirling around. That hits. As you crack into his jaw a little bit for 9 points of damage. Starts drooling a little. Thank you. I appreciate the honesty. -3. I'll give you inspiration for that. Why not?
Oh, thank you. I'll go ahead and bonus action follow up with a open palm smack.
All right. Yes, absolutely. Ooh. 10 minus that d4.
No.
Minus 6. Still sticks 6 points of damage. Nothing to scoff at. As he's just kind of getting pummeled there. Like, what are you doing? Can't move.
And then my second attack.
Big whammy. That'll hit. For 8. They even with that. That is enough to kind of snap this guy's neck with ease. Hey,
Okay.
he's just a kitten.
A deadly kitten.
Yep.
So I got to do it.
Do you got to? Mugatu?
Move back here.
All right. He will take an attack of opportunity against you.
The mobile feat.
I hate you. Fair enough.
Thank you.
That'll take us to Turvy.
Kirby is gonna look at the big dude that just swung at him with that pickaxe and be like, "Oi! You almost hit me with that thing!" And he's gonna take a swing with his short sword.
All right. A 10 is going to be a miss.
See? How's that feel? And then he's gonna swing.
I'll
again.
get you here in a second. 8 will also miss as he's just kind of clinking into the armor of this Dwargar.
Turvy.
He did so good last time. Anything else for Turvy?
No. He's like, well, let that be a lesson. And end his turn.
All right. I'll take us to Casmus. Casmus, start of your turn. Con save. You're good. Stings. You're
They got close.
powering through it. You know.
Is this guy wearing armor? Metal
Yeah.
armor.
Of course.
Okay, so in that case,
I
Chuck.
think splint. Yeah. Scale.
So shock and grasp would be an advantage.
For now, yes.
So shock and grasp on him.
All right. That will definitely hit him.
This, and
For
then let's see.
14
this.
points of lightning
Wait,
damage.
no, I'm still small.
It only affects like weapon attacks. So
Weapon attack.
your lightning damage is
Magic
fine.
is magic.
Magic is
Okay.
magic. That is the good thing about casters. Small's not bad. But dealing 14 points of damage is just kind of electrocuted. Don't stay still as you see his weapon kind of like shaking in his hand.
And
Classic
now,
like skeleton scene through the electricity.
Since he can't take any reactions.
Yep.
I'm gonna walk away.
Fair enough. He tries to, but you can see his muscles are tensed up as
Right there.
you tumble down the pathway here. That'll take us to Fun Guy.
I'm gonna move up towards him and make a few just basic attacks.
Basic attacks.
So, first smack with the
Yes. Yes, absolutely. 20 will hit. For an ungodly amount of damage. As you just whack the shit out of this Dwergar, just kind of, and poke into his Achilles heel with your staff, and all of his blood just gets drained out.
Nice. Now I don't even need my bonus. All right, I'm just gonna step further away from Yucky Cloud and move down towards helping Turvy with the big guy.
All right.
Can't do anything.
Which will take us to the big guy. Let's see who he's going to. Fun guy, you walk up to him, he's gonna smack on you for some reason.
Can I also hit him with Hail of Spores?
Absolutely. He got a 9 to hit, by the way. Just kind of slamming. You rolled too small. Stay still.
3 points. Read that in.
He got a 14, so he will take 3 points of necrotic damage.
Oi, fucker, what'd I say?
Well, I said stay still. Which will take us to Rincewind.
Oh, alright. Rincewind is big again now?
Yeah.
Alright, so he's gonna take his bonus action and he's gonna charge up the next bolt that's in his
As the
in his
cloud gets
crossbow
bigger.
quiver, and he is going to shoot at the big boy.
All right.
Where are you?
16 just hits.
Oh, I didn't put bless on, but
Oh,
anyway.
Fair
awesome.
enough. It hits.
And so he has the planar warrior on there. And
All right. Using one of your planar bits. As it whirls into him for 13 points of damage. Sticks in hard and kind of just twists a little bit.
I'm gonna be like, "Hey, stop peeking on my friends!" And I'm gonna just stay right there and end my turn.
All right. You guys came here. Which will take us to Weller in the corner. Weller. You're muted. Silly. Silly Billy.
I'm here. Sorry, I lost my window. My window went somewhere. Here we go. We're back. Oh man, the cloud's gotten bigger. That guy's dead.
He would have gotten small when he died. Itty bitty guy.
You said half my movement to drag this guy.
Yeah. You can leave him there. I don't care.
Can I make any kind of check to see what this cloud is? If there's any.
What you
anything
can
I
do is you can
about it
study it for
expanding?
your turn if you want, for your action.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have it in me that I can attack. It.
Give
don't wanna move
me-
through it, so.
Be an Arcana or a Nature check.
Whoa, I missed my character sheet. What is going on? Sorry, guys. This is real weird on me. Okay. You said nature or arcana.
Your call.
Neither's great. Let's do arcana.
All right. It's a cloud of gas, man.
Yeah.
Could be good, could be bad. I don't know. It stung, but other than that, you're not sure. Stung and stunk. That is your action. Anything else for Weller?
Jesus. Yeah, Weller is fighting with his sheet. I just double clicked it again. It's
Fair enough.
completely resized.
All right.
What do we got? No, I'll hold here.
Stay in the corner with the alchemist dude, taking us to
Yep.
dusk.
All right. Any issue with me kitty scampering along this wall to get over here?
Nah, especially because both Turvy and Fungi are small, and you're small right now. No problem.
Okay. Run around him.
Get that flank.
Get that flank. And I will make an unarmed strike. Not at advantage. So 18.
18 will hit. For 8 points of damage, minus 6 points of damage is enough. As you just hit him right in like his tailbone, you hear it crack as he just kind of reaches backwards, and just kind of falls and smacks his head up against the wall, growing small, as he is dead. But with all of the enemies dead, the cloud seems like it's going to grow a little more. But as it kind of starts to expand a little bit, it dissipates to a finer mist within the space here. And enemies cleared, one of them alive and unconscious within the first 5 seconds of this fight. That'll be a good spot for us to take a little 5-10 minute break here. As, yeah, we'll pick back up here in a few with you guys figuring out what this place is and more. So stick around, folks. We'll be back in a minute. Alrighty, folks. We are back in it with our Out of the Abyss, and last we left off, our troop had entered a small dwarven compound with a mushroom farm and a veritable treasure trove of an alchemist lab within, taking out all of the dwarves within, as well as knocking out what seemed to be the alchemist of the space. That's where we're going to pick up. Everything seemed to kind of settle down within here. Cloud of poisonous gas disperses. What are you guys doing?
I'm just
Dusk,
gonna go down here and then.
Dusk is going to walk into the room, go right here, curl up on the ground, and go to sleep.
Okay.
Interesting.
Desmond's
Fan
gonna
out.
walk to
Guard the entrances.
yeah, go up to Weller, and as he walks, he's gonna get that eat that last mushroom he's got to go back to normal size.
Okay. As
Well, I
you
assume
probably have
everybody-
about like 20 minutes of small size left.
Yeah.
Well, I assume everybody wants to investigate this alchemy lab. I'll go the other way, and I want to go check out the fungi that were growing back over here and see what
Sure.
I can identify and nab. If anything's interesting.
It seems. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was going to say, it seems Casmus has moved towards me, and no one has taken my advice to guard the door in the bedroom area.
Turvy will say, I'll watch the door down here.
Yes, thank you, Turvy.
All right.
Let's guard the entrances.
What is Rincewind doing?
Being pretty envious in Dusk right now, actually, but
Fair enough.
he's gonna kind of like search the room just see what was actually going on here, because
Sure,
he'd never actually gotten into the room when this huge vial
Cloud.
exploded. And he
Yeah.
heard the, fisticuffs. So he's like, boom, and then he suddenly attacked.
How much time are you spending?
I mean, I don't know. Dusk is already asleep, and uh,
30
I mean,
minutes.
yeah, probably an hour, I
Okay.
guess. I mean,
You have an
it
hour
it
until the
seems
alchemist wakes up.
it seems curious that the room is, or that there's something that was worth just kind of like attacking us out of the blue for.
I can knock him back out if I need to.
All right. So while Rincewind is searching the place, Casmus and Weller, what are you two doing?
Weller is searching the alchemist and removing any sorts of vials and trinkets and whatchamacallits and who's he does it.
On
off
him,
him.
you would find scale mail, thick leather apron, and a key. That's all that he has on him.
Weller's going to take the key, everything else just like tossed kind of in a pile out of the way away from him.
Okay.
And I'm going to stand between him and the pile. Just want to make sure he's not armed with any magic tricks.
Casmus?
Yeah, turn to Weller. So, how do you want us to interrogate him after he awakes? You got any ideas? I've got a few.
What are your ideas?
Fear, terror.
Yeah. Mine was violently, so it's along the lines. Usually I have a pretty good relationship with Dwergar, but once they attack me, kind of all bets are off, so if you want me to break out the glaive and cut one finger off at a time, I'm more than happy to do it if it gets us information and gets us to our overall goal. You just tell me.
What I'd probably do is, keep you in case he doesn't talk. But I feel like playing with his fears might be a little bit more fun.
I can always bonk him on the head again. That was pretty
Or
good.
that too, yeah.
I mean, you're gonna cut one finger off at a time with your glaive. I
Yeah.
just want to see that point blank.
I mean, I don't want to necessarily, but also he attacked us, so now there's no love lost between us.
All right.
Alright.
Needless to
sit down
say,
nearby.
my patience is running out of being down here.
While you guys are waiting for him to wake up, Rincewind searching the room, you would hear from Turvey. There's a peephole in here. I don't see any boxes, though.
A peephole?
Yeah, it's locked, though.
Huh.
Just throwing it out there. Whenever you get done, I don't think anyone's coming through. I'll keep an eye out there, let you know if I see anything.
Okay.
Is it a
weird they have a door
peephole
that way,
looking out or a peephole looking in? I'm sorry.
I think it goes both ways. It's just a hole in the door.
16.
They didn't have intricate glasswork like that here. But meanwhile, Fungi going down here looking at the veritable treasure trove of fungus within and a sprinkler tank for growing. You would see you just start walking through.
Well, not if you're gonna point out stuff up here.
Well, I mean, there's things everywhere. But up here there are a number of Zerkwood crates stacked about 5 feet tall, and yeah, some of them are kind of dirty, but there's a lot of them. And down here would be literally almost every type of fungus you can think of. Barrel stalks, blue caps, nilhog's noses, sheets of ripplebark, timask, torch stalks, trillimax, bigwigs, pygmyworts, all of that.
Alright,
Noble
so
stock.
what's that?
Noble stock.
No
If you
noble
play
stock.
Baldur's Gate 3. No. All right.
The rarity.
I will ask later for somebody to give me a hand with the 5 foot tall crates because those are bigger than me.
Well, the crates aren't 5 feet tall, just that they're stacked. Are you just wandering through the forest? Because there is tons of not very nice stuff in there.
I wouldn't say I'm wandering. I'm going through and I'm trying to like all the ones you mentioned.
Give me an acrobatics check to. I'll give you advantage because you're proficient with herbalist tools, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, give me an acrobatics check to avoid things like the Timask and the other explosive things. All right, with a 24, yeah, you would see a narrow opening at the end of this small garden of mushrooms as well. If you want doses of any of these types of mushrooms, we can go through the list here. Barrel stalks you can eat them, and you can get water from them. They're a great source of both. Blue caps are inedible, but they do. You can make bread from the flour that you make with the spore.
Ooh.
There's no fire lichen. Ripple bark can be eaten raw, although it tastes better roasted. Lots of food. Let's see, there's no Trillimac either, no water Zerkwood. Then there's Nilog's nose, which gives you advantage on perception checks based on smell, but
So what do you call it?
also gives you
Nilog's
disadvantage. Yeah, Nilog's nose also gives you disadvantage on certain scent-based saving throws. They're just let me know if you're interested in any of these.
I want everything as long as I can
Okay.
keep the stuff in my backpack. Yeah.
Oh, well, you can't fit all of these things in your backpack for sure. Like the barrel stalks are big. Like they contain
Okay.
gallons and gallons of water and pounds of food.
All right. So we'll leave the barrel stocks alone, but I'll make sure to mention those over to Dusk if he wants them for food.
And same thing with
Right.
the blue caps, you can find small bits, and you mostly just want the spores for the bread.
I
Nil
definitely want that, or at least enough to try to make one thing of bread. 'Cause
All
I'm
right.
curious if what would happen if I try
There
and
are 15 blue caps that will weigh 15 pounds.
I'll just take 2.
Okay.
2 should be enough to at least to make an attempt at some bread, maybe 2
There
attempts.
are 2 ripe enough Nilog's nose, and they only weigh half a pound each. Then there's ripple bark, which can provide a great source of food. A single sheet can yield up to 10 pounds of food. So if you need food, there are 9 sheets of ripple bark in here. So you could presumably get 90 pounds of food if need be. Or less. At least between 60 and 90 pounds of food.
Okay.
Then there's getting to the more exotic stuff, the Nilog's nose, the Timask, which is known as Devil's Mushroom. You don't want to touch them. Those are the ones you want to avoid, because if you do, they will confuse you. Torch stalks.
Touching them makes me confused.
The Timasks.
Okay. No way to safely harvest them.
No, because the spores release as soon as they are touched. and it's just spores at that point. They seed essentially. But then
Gotcha.
there are Trillimax, which are taller mushrooms, grow to about 4 or 5 feet tall, broad gray-green cap, light gray stalk. They need to be cleaned and soaked in water, but then once they're dried, they kind of also like a bread-like substance. Also can make 10 pounds of food each. It's pretty much a lot of foodstuffs. But the torch stalks don't really matter, and the Timask is just kind of look out for. There are 8 bigwigs and 4 pygmyworts. And they would weigh half a pound each.
All right. So I'm definitely taking all the pygmy warts, all the big wigs. We'll take 2 blue caps, both Nilog's nose,
Each of us should
and
take a sheet of food.
yeah.
sheet
Well,
Well,
Just
a
assume that all
sheep can make up to 10 pounds
Right.
per.
So each of us should take a sheet each, and then there are how many are left over after that?
There's 9
were-
total.
9, or maybe we could take 2 each. That would fill our bellies for a little while, just in case we find ourselves out.
You can always come back here. For now.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I can. I figure I'll, since Dust seems to be the team cook, I'll talk to him about it when he. Just assume I'll talk to him about it when he wakes up if he wants to take anything.
Have a nice meal for
Oh, there.
breakfast.
I mean, we can fill up the entire old bag of holding. It's completely empty. There's the one thing inside of it.
And I mean, I guess if I can reach these crates, if I can just kind of pull them down and everything like that, I'll just peek inside what's in the crates.
Yeah, looks like. Double check. Most of the crates are empty, but 4 of them do contain already harvested edible fungi.
Which is more.
50 pounds each. So there's 200 pounds of edible fungus there. Or equivalent of 20 days of rations.
All my help to the guy that doesn't eat.
Uh-huh.
All right. I'll pass it back to the rest of the crew back in the lab for what they're
Meanwhile,
looting.
Rincewind looking around here. Give me an investigation check.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So what you find, you still find a lot of stuff. I'm actually going to type all this out. 2 herbalism kits, 1 poisoner's kit, and 10 healer's kits.
Oh my goodness.
Roll me a d6. Roll me 2d6. There are 3 vials of acid. 6 flasks of alchemist fires. 2 potions of healing. 1 potion of greater healing. 1 potion of fire breath. And 1 potion of psychic resistance.
Well,
I would say that one with enough time you could be able to figure out what that is. But you already have a potion of fire breath yourself, so You would know what
Right.
that's like. The only one that would be odd is Potion of Psychic Resistance, but it's clearly labeled, we'll say.
Um,
You would also find a holy symbol of Laudiger made of mithril. And plenty of alchemical recipes scrawled in Dwarvish on several torn strips of parchment. Do you want to give me an Arcana check?
sure.
This is what you get for spending an hour in here. It's all gibberish to you. Yeah.
Okay.
You assume it
Well,
has something to do with the alchemist equipment setup here, but
Huh.
that is what you find after an hour.
Okay. That, I guess I'll start pointing the things out to Casmus, like, hey, we have some air over here. But we'll kind of divvy that up after the fact when Dusk wakes up, because
Gasper's gonna remove the bag of holding around his neck, and he's just gonna throw it to Winchman. Just fill it up. We'll divvy it afterwards.
Fair
I'll
enough.
carefully put everything in so as not to disturb Alchemist fire or
Yeah, I was gonna
anything
say,
like
are
that.
any of these volatile?
Oh well, alchemist fire. If you break it, they're gonna explode.
Good.
Vials of acid. But this is a wet dream for any alchemist. Which is anybody proficient with alchemy tools?
Yeah, I am. Just kidding.
Aha. But after the hour and everybody's kind of, Rincewind is searching the room and Fungi kind of checking out all those mushrooms, and it would take some time with that. Turvy watching the door, and Dusk kind of curled up in the corner there. Eventually, the Dwergar wakes up, kind of reaching for his stuff. What the fuck do you want? You're not.
No. We're asking the questions here.
I swiftly kick him in his chest and put him in a prone position.
What the fuck do you want? As I said. What are you doing here?
Gasmus would make his eye go red and glowing to scare him and to intimidate him into talking.
Ooh.
Oh, what is he
Weller's
saying?
good.
Like, what is he
Weller's
asking
gonna
him a
have his
question?
glaive out, but
No, he's gonna ask him a
step
question.
back.
He's gonna ask him a question, but he's gonna make his eyes glow and redden. So, what exactly are you doing down here?
While Casmus is doing that, Weller's doing the licking the thumb,
Okay.
on the edge of the blade, type thing.
Yeah. Both you guys give me intimidation checks.
I'll watch us roll terribly. We're like a fucking comedy troupe.
Of course!
Casmus,
You spoke too
come
fast!
on, buddy.
You spoke too fast! God damn it.
Oh, that nat one though.
I
You
can't
shouldn't have
really
said
make up for a
anything. You
nat
shouldn't
one,
have
brother.
said anything!
I can't make up for a nat 1.
I mean, I kind of imagine. I'm kind of like looking at Casmus and then looking at Weller like, oh shit.
Weller looks intimidating. Casmus rolls his eyes in the back of his head and is like, "They're stuck! They're stuck!"
As you just see this little odd glow that rolls back, and yeah, they're stuck there for a moment. I don't know. You guys obviously already know, so whatever. You're gonna kill me, do it.
No. We don't know anything. So why don't you tell
So
us?
you
what
came
doing
in
down
here
there?
with no knowledge of whatever, just charge in. I don't have
I
to
mean-
tell you anything.
To be fair, we were being forthright with you. We're looking for an area to rest. And you started to act suspicious and you threw a file at us and now we're here. So
I acted suspicious.
you did.
You act suspicious.
We literally just wanted a place to rest.
I'm sorry. Do you not understand the dynamic of this situation? Like, I'm talking, and then if I have a question to ask you, you will respond, and there's a chance that we'll let you go. I have no quarrel necessarily with you, considering we've killed your friends and I knocked you out, and you're no match for us, so.
Give me a persuasion check. He spits on your shoes.
Or trying me, Dwergar.
Like you'll let me go. I know how you drow work. Or elves, or whatever the fuck this one is.
I was considering it. How about we get back to the matter at hand? What were you doing down here, and who do you work for?
We both know how this ends. Just do it already.
Fungi's gonna walk up. Can I have a try?
Jasper's gonna turn to Fungi and to the Dwargar. You might want to talk. He's not he's less gentle than we are.
He just kind of shrugs. I don't care about gentle. I have survived worse than you.
Fungi's gonna.
What is your name?
If you don't even know that, I don't know what the fuck you're doing here.
Fungi's gonna walk up over
Fun
to it.
guy. You better handle him.
So, hi. I heard what you were saying that, rather just they kill you and get it over with and you just be dead and this all be over. And I get that. That makes sense.
Promises of being let
We-
go. I don't believe it for a second.
Okay, you're probably right. They probably would just kill you. And you'd be okay with that. But, well, I was just walking through your really, really nice garden that you guys have over there. And I found some really fun stuff that you might be okay dying, but how would you feel if we just gave you a bunch of Timasks and you just spent the rest of your days in a mindless haze? I could do that, or we could just, all be friends. You could just tell my friends what they want to know.
You think I am scared of mushrooms? They are my mushrooms. I have
Okay. Maybe
encountered
you've had a
Tim
little
Mask.
in there. But have you had just a whole forest worth put in you?
He just rolls his eyes.
Have you boofed it?
He might kind of smile at that.
Ooh. Ooh, hang on.
Do what you're gonna do. I don't care. We're all gonna die anyways.
Yeah.
Fun guy.
I said, wait, sorry guys. Thought that might work.
No, you got some of those mushrooms?
Well, they're back over there. You don't want to touch that stuff. I think he might be
Then-
bluffing. We could try dragging him out there and
Yeah, let's throw him
See
into
what
the
he
pit.
Yeah, we could just cut his hand off first.
Cut a few of his fingers.
We're wasting time.
Well, or just cut a few of his fingers. Maybe that's gonna make him talk.
All right, stretch his hand out and step on it.
All right.
He stretches his hand out and step on it. He'll grunt. I've had worse done to me. Essentially, you guys are locked out of this situation here.
Like, what else has he had cut off besides his hands?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I mean,
What is he
worse
missing?
than- Okay.
You get the feeling that he is not going to talk.
Was there one guy? Was there any
That's a-
mushroom that
That's a
no,
DM guidance that no matter what we do, he's not going to talk.
At this
So we're
point,
locked
yeah.
out of it.
Yeah.
I assume I held on to my last tongue of madness, but we're pretty sure these guys seem to be definitely immune to those things, right?
No one's immune.
Well, I mean,
Unless they're
one-
immune to poison. Dwergar are resistant to poisons.
You got anything in your
Well-
bags that?
Like I said, I held on to my one tongue of madness. So if we want to try feeding him that, see if he'll see if that'll get him talking.
Just want to try.
Or
Classic
No.
stone guards.
I also took a little bit of that mold yeast
He's not worth it.
from
I'm
the
not
hag's
ready to.
place.
I'm not ready to kill him yet. Someone tie him up and stick him in this corner.
Let's just feed him this tongue of madness. See if he's gonna talk with that. Then we can tie him up and
Tie him up first. I don't trust him. He's Dwergar.
all right. One guy, can you get the rope from the bag? Rincewind's got the bag of holding.
Yep. Here you go.
Rince,
Yeah,
anything you
right,
want to
dude.
say to this guy?
No, I mean, he seems pretty dead set that we're gonna kill him anyway. I mean, he's looking at his dead friends over here, and I mean, he can't. Right?
Friend
So,
is not the word I would use. Associates.
Yeah. Associates, because
Same fucking thing.
you know, right there you go. So I'm just gonna settle in over here next to Dusk, and kick it. And I mean, if you want to knock him out and tie him up and leave him, I'm down with that. But I don't think we're gonna get word one out of this dude.
All right. Casmus would time up with the rope.
Although I will walk right back over to him, and I'll pull out a copper, and I'll tap him on his shoulder, and I'm just gonna go ahead and cast Detect Thoughts.
Okay. Surface thoughts are immediately. What are these idiots here for? They know nothing. Do you delve deeper?
Absolutely.
Do
Okay.
it. Do it.
You know, what is there to lose?
Fair enough. He got an 8.
Enough.
You would kind of hear intermingled thoughts of Nadero's already made his deliveries. Wonder who else he's seeing. Wonders how many Darrow are actually down here. And what they're up to. and kind of reminded to his allegiance to the Grey Ghosts.
Okay.
And some intermingled dealings with some people in the Stone Guard. A single name would come to mind. Gorglek.
Okay. I'm gonna make sure I sear that into my memory, because if we see the old captain again, we're gonna have a talk about old Gorglak.
And he's one of the
Gorglak with 2 eyes.
Gorglek, Gorglak. And that he's an easily bribed Stone Guard stationed at the outer gates of the Darklake District. And that he's also an avid collector of weird weapons.
Okay. All right. As the spell comes to a close, I'll be staring him in the eye the entire time that I'm getting this information, and then I'll just pop that penny, like I'm flicking a quarter to him, and let it land in his lap. I'll be like, "You keep that," and then I'll walk away and kind of like wave Chasmus and Fungi and Weller over and start to relay the information about how Drogi seems to have come through this way already. That he's made a delivery, and it seems, or at least some Darrow made a delivery. It seems pretty coincidental, and that this seems to be like a Gray Ghost hideout, and that I don't know if they had any information about being cultists, but these are certainly the people that the what's their names are looking for. So, and then like, I don't know what we're gonna do with this guy, but I think that's about all that he was gonna be able to tell us anyway. So,
He would also get a glimpse in your. I'm trying to think of like all the things that he would know, because he does know a lot. But he would also know about another portion of these tunnels to the north. Actually, no. Yeah, let me double check. It is, because these super scattered about. Yeah, to the northwest of here. Not too far away, that some Darrow hang out at.
all right, and then I'll kind of maybe paint a picture of what the cavern looks like that the Darrow hang out, and that they're fairly
He wouldn't
close.
know too much about the layout of these caves. Just that
Or that
because he would catch a glimpse of a ladder going up to Gracklestug from somewhere in here.
huh.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So then I'll say something about a ladder, and that we should maybe start looking. And
Right. But we need before we need some rest, and we need to get rid of him one way or another. Either throw him in the mushrooms, make him become crazy, or someone, and they said someone, Desmond Stones to Weller, slit his throat.
Or we could force feed him one of those mushrooms to shrink him down and make it easier to manage to turn him in to somebody if we can get him up the ladder into Gracklestug. I mean, we don't have to kill this guy. We could find some way to turn him in or bring the authorities here so that they can thoroughly scour this maybe better than we could forensically.
Want to get the stone guard in there?
I mean,
It's worth letting them know about, and my glaive would be wasted on this Duergar. He's already given us all we need to know.
You got a little quiet there. Just a little bit. I heard you, though.
I can repeat it.
Yeah, you're good.
My glaive would be wasted on this Duergar, and he's already told us all we need to know.
All right.
He kind of nods. I see. At least one of you is clever enough.
Understand, my want was never to kill you. Although, I wouldn't have thought twice about it had not been for my compatriots.
all right. Well, let's make sure he's completely secure.
Shut up,
We'll get a
Rincewind,
guard
you're
on him for
ruining
part of the
moment.
night.
Give us a moment of silence.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tie him up with the rope.
Tie him
But
up.
we might want to.
Oh, for sure. I mean,
Alright.
and we're gonna have to take turns with the
does
flump and the.
does the rope shrink with him, or is it like we shrink him and he's like, ha ha?
It would
Leprechaun!
it would shrink
Well-
with him. Why not?
All right, good.
Yeah.
I mean,
for,
this time we're gonna wrap a rope around his neck several times. So if he tries to do that enlarged thing,
I mean, we got 50 feet of rope that we're using, so we can definitely wrap it up.
like a little like a kitty leash kind of thing.
Yeah.
Have anything we can put in to prevent him from talking? Little gag. Seems to be pretty.
There's probably some
Okay.
cloth. There's cloth around here. You can shove a bunch of paper in his mouth. I don't care.
Yeah, last campaign when I tore a sleeve off and did some shit with it, it didn't turn out well, so I'm not going to do that again.
what, he choked to death?
No, I summoned a fire elemental.
Oh,
That was different stuff. But there's enough cloth around here you can put in his mouth as a gag.
Hey, can we make him go into the necklace?
Nope. You somehow
Nope.
can't control that necklace.
Damn it.
all right. So, yeah, we'll let
You would
Dust
see you would
take the
see
last watch.
you would see Cappy kind of looking over the area, lightly humming.
Okay.
Cappy is Rumpelstiltskin.
Cappy's the flump.
The flump.
Oh, Flump! Oh, Cappy's still with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said he would stick with you guys until you got rid of the
Yeah.
to lead you around the place.
Nice. All right.
Smith's
I
gonna go
mean-
check on Derby.
Turvey's just like, well, I haven't seen anything. Hey, it's just a peephole.
Didn't hear anything.
No, it's quiet. I didn't see any boxes or anything in there. It looks empty. Dark.
Right.
Looks locked.
It's locked. I could probably try my hand on the lockpick again, but I think I just got lucky the first try.
Do you not have a key?
We do have a key.
Most idiots carry a key with them.
He had a
Do
key.
we not? Do we have a key? I don't know.
That was
Yeah.
the first thing you guys found on his body.
Yeah, but Weller kept it.
He threw it
Yeah.
into a pile over here.
Alright, let me see.
No,
if
I think I
get
kept
this.
it. I threw everything else.
Yeah.
in the pile.
Okay.
He threw everything else. He kept the key.
Yeah.
Also, I did mention it, but I kind of glossed over it. Rincewind, there was a piece of strange rock, which you would have felt oddly towards.
Okay.
Casmus, do
Um,
you want this key?
If you yell, Jasper's gonna tell you to come down with the key.
I'll give it a fun guy. Fun guy, take this key to Casmus. Keeping an eye on this swear jar.
Oh, before I go bring the key, I want to mention when I was checking through the mushrooms down there, it looks like there's another path just past them.
You would hear in your head from Cappy. Yes, I did mention the back entrance.
Yeah, I guess that was it.
Oh,
Okay.
good to know.
And I'm giving the key to Casmus.
All right, Turvey, let's go. Let's open that door, shall we?
All right.
Uh,
Turvey step
maybe
aside.
open it carefully. Yeah, I was gonna say check for traps and all that. You know, it's a door.
Yeah.
did,
And,
Give me an investigation
Before-
check.
investigation, see if there's any traps, but I'm really bad at investigation.
Hey,
Okay.
not
Hey.
bad. You look it over. And there are no obvious traps.
There's a crossbow pointed at your face.
Exactly.
No, there's no. Does not seem trapped.
And he's gonna cast detect magic and nothing on that door or any area.
No.
All right. Well, then he's gonna use the key to unlock and look into the people before before slowly opening the door.
Okay. As you slowly open it, it's an empty chamber with a steel ladder going up.
He's gonna yell, "I think we found our ladder."
Sweet. Would the drugger have known anything about the holy symbol that I found?
It's a holy symbol of Lodgard.
Yes.
He would have, but like, I would say at the time you weren't directing his thoughts anywhere, so he wasn't thinking about it.
Sure. Okay.
So I just gave you some random bits of information.
Okay. I will hold on to that though still.
Right. So, Casper's gonna close the door back, lock it again, and pocket the key. Do we want to sleep here or
As
sleep?
as the cat has been sleeping for an hour and a half,
Yeah.
2 hours
Yeah.
at this point.
Weather
Do
wants
you-
to like put a hand on Rincewind's shoulder and step a couple feet away, out of earshot of Dwergar, and say, "Do you think we should kill him? He seems to be holding us up. We have a schedule we should stick to."
Well, I mean, what we have here too is an opportunity because we can bring him back to Timbercharge people and they can continue to question him. And I mean, I feel like, you know, they may be able to apply certain pressures that we may not to get him to talk. And or we could also turn him over to the Stone Guard because he's obviously been paying bribes to this guy that was over in that gate. And so I mean, we have a couple of opportunities to close some things here. I feel that if we just kill him outright, then we're losing out on some opportunities here to not only maybe gain favor enough to get the hell out of here, but or at least to make it easier for us while we're dealing with everybody, because we've got a lot on our plate too.
All right. It seems fair. But if he gets out of line, he's dead. He can't hold us back.
I get that. I mean, it would behoove us to keep him alive and get him to one authority or another. But I'm gonna back whatever play that happens if he does get out of line.
Well, you've all started to convince me of this whole getting out of here thing, so if that's our goal, whatever it takes, I'm here.
Well, I understand that you might not remember this still, but it's been our goal the entire time, and it certainly has been yours too. So, I feel that the closer we get, the more you may come around, but I feel like this is the best play for everybody, is keeping him alive and getting him into the proper authorities. We can prove corruption, or we can get him to timber charge people, and they can maybe help figure out where this egg is.
Well, you said I trusted you before. I'll trust you now for the time being, but if he gets out of line, I plan to take at least some fingers from him.
And at that point, Dusk's ears will twitch as he's sleeping, and he will mutter, "I will take fingers from him."
Yeah, we got to figure out what to do with that guy.
Yeah, I can't tell if he was being dark dusk or just dusk.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, both of us can clearly admit we don't need two of me.
Well,
let alone two of anyone in this party. We got to figure out something for him.
Okay. Well, I mean, we do have two of fungi, and it could be worse. All right. So let's make sure he's secured. Keep a watch on him. We should each take a turn and make sure we get rested. See if we can get him up to the surface. And I mean, Droki may have been through here, but he may have also used that ladder to go to the surface too. I didn't probe deep enough to figure out where he was or where he was going. I only got like a little bit, so but I do think that if we can turn him in, that's the best way.
Understood. This seems like a defensible position if we want to take that long rest that we were after.
I think so too. It's also going to kind of depend on where this ladder lets out.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to drag him all the way across the city if it means getting him to the stone guard. I think where it lets out should steer our decision as far as where we're taking him.
That's fair.
Unless anybody has any other ideas about that.
We'd have to ask them because we're having a private conversation and they can't hear us.
That's yeah. That's what
you
I'm
guys
saying.
are whispering exactly like we're across the room.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Very intimate moment with Weller and Rincewind.
We should lay this out for them to weigh in too, because I mean, you and I'm voting to keep him alive. I don't know how Casmus or Turby or Ice Stalks feel, but for right now, alive is better.
You make a good point, and you're right. We should see where this ladder goes, but where we're staying right now, as I said, is defensible. We have opened the door. Casmus opened the door. Seem to not see much. We have one tunnel in. This is a good spot of any to take a long rest and set up watches.
Sure. We also should make sure he's not near any kind of thing that he can reach.
Correct. That's why he's tied up and pushed back in the corner. And
Yeah.
yeah, if we need to, we can clear off the that little table there and that table there. We don't want anything near him.
Yeah. Anything that can keep him from growing, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's each take our time to get a rest, then move on quickly. So, Dusk, where are you at? Do you want to take first, second, third, fourth, fifth?
He's already asleep. Seems like he's taking fourth. I'll say if you guys don't have to set up watches for events like this.
Okay. So yeah, we'll try to settle down for a rest.
All right.
A long winter's nap.
I'll be up anyway for a while
That's
before I
yeah,
start meditating. I can just meditate over him.
fair enough. As you all eventually drift to whatever semblance of slumber you have.
Can I do one thing while I am still up for a little bit?
Sure.
I want to try, since we didn't wind up using my Tongue of Madness,
Mm-hmm.
I want to try and take that, use my herbalism kit, kind of grind it, and using the blue caps, bake them into a kind of a bread, kind of like rolls.
Sure. Are you proficient with cook's utensils?
I'm going to try and use whatever I have around here to try and cook them in.
So just give me intelligence check, trying to make a recipe without a recipe.
Oh, you little fucker. Oh shit. Just a 5.
With a 5. It's not quite hockey puck consistency bread as you try to bake it, but it's a really not leavened bread that is also not soft. It's
Crispy?
I wouldn't even say that's it's like
SeaTac.
Yeah,
Civil War
I
tack,
mean,
just for hardtack.
your initial thought is I guess they could eat it. If
We have
one
to
would
soak
eat.
it in water. or
It's
something.
it's even worse than a cracker. It's like
Limbus bread.
I was
That's like this
I
one.
was
It's like
thinking like
hardtack.
lembas bread, but it's yeah, like it's like hardtack, but it's they're not gonna like it like at all. But it has the you think it has the spore? It should work with the mushroom, maybe. You're not sure.
See how that goes in the future.
You have a tongue cracker.
Don't like that.
As everyone gets rest here, it's not an easy rest. Sleep or meditation or whatever you do does not come easily. It's like every time you close your eyes and like start to enter that sleep cycle, or any thoughts of meditation or any thoughts of like rest, multicolored darkened swirls fill your vision, and this kind of feeling like someone's watching you. In Dusk, all this would be the same for you, except for you can hear voices throughout your entire sleep, but it's never voices. It's always too far away or too quiet for you to hear. Incoherent and garbled. static. But you all do get a long rest. And I'll say, you guys get a long rest. What are you doing?
I think myself and fungi had an exhaust. Was it fungi?
It goes away
Exhaustion goes away.
because you did not spend the majority of the day in Gracklestug. It's the Gracklung. But
Right.
the kind of morning is yours to do with what you want.
I'm supposed to re-unlock the door and open it. And all right. So do we go up the ladder or?
Well, yeah, let's figure out where the ladder leads to. And then from there, we'll figure out what we're going to do with this guy. Maybe we can...
Does anybody
maybe
have,
we
like,
can leave Turi with him for a little bit and figure out where we want to go and deal with this dude.
nobody has like a familiar or anything that can tell us what's up there without us having to go up there?
Oh, wait,
No.
Jack can do that. We haven't tried this one yet with the Wild Companion option.
Wow.
I did this whole time.
How, 'cause we haven't tried this one yet. Wild Companion, is it just like using Find Familiar, or
Yeah, it's just like using Find Familiar. It just has a shorter time frame. And if we switch over to the 5.5 or whatever edition, it'll last a whole day.
Neat.
But at the moment, it just lasts for half your druid levels. For hours.
All right. So I'm just gonna peek up the ladder before, without actually climbing it myself,
Mm-hmm.
just to see what kind of familiar creature could go up there.
Looks like it goes up into a hole in the ceiling about 60 feet up.
Just pulling up Find Familiar so I can see what the options are.
Well, it'll be pitch black for you right now, but you can light something up that you can
Right.
see it if you light a torch.
Yeah, let's say I'm holding my produce flame just so I can get a little bit of
Yeah,
light.
there you go. And it's a steel ladder going straight up into a hole.
Yeah, I'll pull up a rat
Okay.
to climb up. And recall, I think actually when I do this, I could see through its eyes, couldn't I?
Up to, I think, 100 feet away, something like that. Or no, up to a mile. You can see through it. You can speak to it up to like 100 or 200 feet. Something like that.
Right.
But you can see through it up to a mile while you're on this plane of existence. As you cast this rat, roll me a d20. The rat explodes.
No. It was such a good idea.
And you? Oh no.
Oh no.
Roll me a d100.
Is it fair as this thing?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yep.
Does it count as a spell or is it
Yeah, you cast the Find Familiar spell. It's not always. It's usually good things, if I'm being honest.
roll a new character?
Yeah, no, come on. It's a good thing. It's usually a good thing.
I'm
Come on,
trying to think
Steven.
about how to interpret this one for Fungi. Because if you look at him, he doesn't have hair. Your toadstool top deflates
Ooh.
like a big cap. Like just deflates down. All of the mushrooms along your body all kind of deflate and just go limp.
This is embarrassing looking.
He looks like a sad clown version of himself. But the rat is there. Squeak, squeak.
Okay, little buddy, go up this ladder and let's see what we can find.
All right.
Through his eyes.
Sending the rat scurrying up. Scurries up the ladder into a small but wide cave. Tunnel, more like.
Instead of just narrating this to the rest of the group as I'm seeing it.
That's fair. It scurries up for a while. I want to say like 15, 20 minutes. And it seems to be this kind of spiral formation of this tunnel just going up. You can see drag marks along it. About 15 or 20 minutes pass. And there's a angled kind of trap door at the end of it.
Can the rat try and either squeeze past it or push through it?
It is heavier than a rat could open. What would your directions for the rat be previously? Because you're out of connection with it at the moment.
It was just to scout ahead and look around as much as it could.
All right. That's what it finds, and then it would come back about 40 minutes or so later. And you can telepathically communicate that there's a trapdoor at the end of the area. Didn't see anything untowards the empty, spiraling hallway of cavern. Actually, I guess give me a perception check with the rat.
Up the rat sheet for my.
It's just a d20. Or advantage if it's sent. Doesn't,
It's rolled.
It already rolled advantage. With a... We'll use the 19 for smell. It smells a ton of things. Food, the smell of burning coals, iron, people. Numerous things behind that door. But it seems pretty soundproof. And it'll come back and tell you that.
Thank you, little friend. Done a very good job.
So, what did your rat friend find up there?
Like I said, I was narrating it the whole time. The
No,
trap
but
door.
the,
Yeah,
what he told you that you say what he told you? Or-
Yeah, he was narrating everything that the rat was telling him.
When he came back.
Yeah.
So
there's a lot
trap.
of fun smells on the other side of that trap door.
Right.
Oh,
So.
I'm guessing. Let me get the voice. I'm guessing, just a guess, is that could be Gracklestug right above us then.
Only one way to find out, I guess.
Yeah, it's my line.
You guys head up, leaving the alchemist and Turvy behind.
No, we'd get all of them.
All right.
The alchemist was. Did we feed the mushroom to the alchemist?
No.
Should we?
No, but I mean, if he puts up a fuss, then
I mean, I just
We
got
gotta
a
do
bunch.
He's
something
tied
about
up. Like he can't do anything.
so we'll just lead him along, and then, I mean, if so long as he cooperates, we can lead him along to the door or the trap door and figure out what to do then.
All right. You can easily get to the trapdoor. All of you. Takes about, well, maybe a little longer taking the alchemist with you. But arriving to it, you hear sounds of conversation on the other side. Sounds of walking, yelling. It does sound like with some of y'all's passive perceptions, mostly Dusk and Rincewind there, you can easily make out the sounds of this. Sounds like the bustling part of Gracklestug, the Blade Bazaar. Not sure exactly where it ends up, but it does lead you to Gracklestug and the Blade Bazaar. I'll say
Okay.
as you guys are debating your next move, seeing that this place takes you back up top, well, to Gracklestug. That'll be a good spot to end tonight. So we'll pick up there next week, folks. So stick around, and we'll see how they deal with getting back to civilization after getting a night's rest, and with a prisoner to boot. So thanks for watching, folks. We'll see you next time.
Good night.
Night, Internet.
Night, everybody.